Pay dirt. House discovers FBI had spy inside Trump campaign while Obama DOJ wiretapped campaign. Transition calls by Jim Hoff for thegatewaypundit.com. Pay dirt. Now we know why the deep state has been working so hard to take down President Trump and the Republic. Obama deep state had a spy inside the Trump campaign. Barack Obama, arguably the worst president in U.S. history, was wiretapping and listening in on all of the Trump campaign and transition team calls. And now we know his deep state minions had a spy inside the Trump campaign. This is all starting to make sense now, the Wall Street Journal reported. Thanks to the Washington Post's unnamed law enforcement leakers, we know Mr. Nunes's request deals with a top secret intelligence source of the FBI and CIA who is a U.S. citizen and who was involved in the Russian collusion probe. When government agencies refer to sources, they mean people who appear to be average citizens but use their profession or contacts to spy for the agency. Ergo, we might take this to mean that the FBI secretly had a person on the payroll who used his or her non-FBI credentials to interact in some capacity with the Trump campaign. This would amount to spying, and it is hugely disconcerting. It would also be a major escalation from the electronic surveillance we already knew about, which was bad enough. Obama political appointees rampantly unmasked Trump campaign officials to monitor their conversation while the FBI played dirty with its surveillance warrant against Carter Page, failing to tell the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court that its supporting information came from the Hillary Clinton campaign. Now we find it may have also been rolling out human intelligence, John L. Kerry style, to infiltrate the Trump campaign, which would lead to another big question for the FBI. When? The Bureau has been doggedly sticking with its story that the tip in July of 2016 about the drunken ramblings of George Papadopoulos launched its counterintelligence probe. Still, the players in this affair, the FBI former director James Comey, the Steele dossier authors, have been suspiciously vague on the key moments leading up to that launch date. When precisely was the Steele dossier delivered to the FBI? When precisely did Papadopoulos information come from? And to the point, when precisely was this human source operating? Because if it was prior to that infamous Papadopoulos tip, then the FBI isn't being straight. It would mean the Bureau was spying on the Trump campaign prior to that moment. And that in turn would mean that the FBI had been spurred to act on the basis of something other than a junior campaign aide's loose lips. We also know that among the Justice Department stated reasons for not complying with the Nunes subpoena was its worry that to do so might damage international relationships. This suggests the source may be overseas, have ties to foreign intelligence, or both. Stonewall Jackson's tweet here: the FBI planted a spy on the inside of the Trump campaign during the election. This is huge. So even with a spy on the inside, they have nothing on Russia or any other crimes committed by Trump. This is a very embarrassing time for the FBI. Obama weaponized all our intelligences. Well, that shouldn't surprise us. but they're saying the spy is an American, okay, but then they're saying they didn't want to disclose to Nunez who was, who was the person that they wanted to keep secret. That's why they weren't releasing this. And they're saying may have maybe overseas or have ties with foreign intelligence or both. Nah, you know what I think? I don't know who the plant was, because I know Carter Page was a plant. Carter Page was an FBI plant. Could they mean Carter Page? But they're saying something prior to that. So anyway, we will see. But it shouldn't surprise us that Obama was spying from the get-go. And who put Obama to spy from the get-go? Hillary. She's the one. Hillary is actually the one that caused all these problems. You see, she got Obama because to do all of this for her, because he was making out financially, through Hillary, because Hillary told him how they could rake in the money like they did with the Iran deal. I'm more than sure they pocketed some of that money there. So Hillary was actually, I believe, the ringleader in all of this. And just Obama, went along with her because he was making out just fine. And if Hillary got in, he knew he was going to make out with more money. You see, they were going to rip everything apart financially, slowly but surely, taking this country down. So now we know that Obama screwed up the intelligence. Made a fool out of the FBI and all the intelligence, okay? But then again, what do you expect when you have Clapper and Brennan? Really? They were a joke to begin with. Why hire them? So Obama didn't care about this country. How about with Debbie Wasserman Schultz that had that IT guy without any, they didn't even investigate that IT guy, and the Congress just signed off without investigating that IT guy. I mean, really, they were planning big things to mess up this country real bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.